Hey guys, it's Laura with Garden Answer, and today I'm going to show you how to make a succulent wreath. Here's what you'll need for this project. A heavy wire wreath form with a back made specifically for planting. You'll need a liner, burlap, cocoa fiber, or a mixture of both. You'll need cactus soil mix. You'll need a hot glue gun. You'll need a variety of succulents. You'll need big ones, small ones, and a mixture of color and texture. You'll need a good pair of scissors. And then these things are optional to use in the end. A little bit of moss. You can use greening pins to help stick your succulents into the wreath and hold them in place. And then also a wreath hanger. The next thing we'll do is we'll take our piece of burlap. I'm using an old burlap bag. We'll lay it on the top of the wreath form. We'll mold this to the inside of the wreath form a bit. Then we will add our cactus soil. Got a little soil in there, we'll pack it in really tight. Okay, once your soil is nice and tight inside that wreath form, we'll go ahead and cut the excess burlap off the outsides with a good pair of sharp scissors. Don't cut it flush with the wreath form. You'll want it to be out a little way so you have some room to flip it over. It should look like this when you're done. Next, we'll cut out a little bit of the center. It'll look like that. You see we've still got a couple inches to play with right here. When you're done with that step, you'll place your back on top of the soil. I used cocoa fiber that I cut to fit. You'll lay that in. Next, we're going to hot glue all the excess burlap to the cocoa fiber. You'll need both your sharp scissors and a hot glue gun for this part. You may need to make small cuts in order for the burlap to lay properly. This part can take a little while, so make sure before you move on to the next step that all the glue is holding on really well. Now that the burlap is all done, it's been glued in from both the middle and the outside, we can place our back on. Now the wreath form is prepped and ready to plant. I have all my succulents up here. I've chosen a mix of large succulents, like this one, and several small succulents. This is the fun part though. You can choose whatever look and type and size of succulents that you want and make your wreath look however you want it to. To get started, you'll take your scissors and you'll make a cut in your liner. You'll use your fingers to move the soil around in there, make some room. We'll start with one of our larger succulents first. This is in a 4-inch container. We'll pop it out of its container and we'll remove most of the dirt on the root ball. Usually it's pretty easy. And we'll take that succulent and we'll just pop it right in that hole. Use your fingers to gently tamp it in. Remember, you can use greening pins later on to hold these succulents in place. We'll take our scissors again and make another cut. And we'll go with one of our smaller succulents this time. We'll gently guide that into the hole. And there we've got a good start, so we'll just keep on planting all the way around till we meet back up with this large succulent. All right, so we are almost done planting this. This is a great time to get your wreath hanger. If you plan to hang it on a door, you'll want to fit your wreath hanger on at this point. Slide it underneath. And you can just let it sit there. And that way we're sure not to plant right where the hook needs to go. We're all done planting our succulents and it looks pretty good. There are a couple optional things you can do at this point. You can take some greening pins, which you can get at the craft store, and you can put them in around the bigger succulents to help keep them in place. And because the wreath isn't 100% full and you can see a little bit of burlap in between the succulents, you can take some moss and get it wet, wring it out, and you can work moss in around all of the succulents, and it makes it look really finished and pretty. So here's the finished product. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. If you decide to tackle this project at home, please send us a picture or let us know how it went in the comments below. You'll find a list of all the things you need to complete this project at home below in the description. If you liked our videos, please subscribe. There's more coming soon.